Begin Podfix Network transmission in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Yummy and Fearless podcast with the Sidechicks, where we offer our side of the issues. Thank you so much for listening. Please follow us at Yummy Fearless on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and even Pinterest, where you'll find additional content from today's show. You can also listen to us on Apple iTunes, YouTube, Stitcher, and Spotify. Please rate, like, review, subscribe, and share. And if no one else has told you today, we love you. Now let's get into the show. She's Dark Phoenix.
And she is Yummy. And we are
the Yummy and Fearless podcast.
With the Sidechicks? Are we still Sidechicks?
I think we're still the Sidechicks.
Okay, we can still be Sidechicks. Okay, fine.
Why are we the Sidechicks though?
Because we like to give our side of every issue. And we are old ass aunties.
Mm-hmm.
But we still have opinions and we still matter, damn it. So that's why we're here.
That is why we're here. You know, earlier today, I was on somebody's Facebook page that sent a friend request that I did not know. I accepted it, and I went on there to try to figure out if I knew this person, and I couldn't. But he had a video on his
page
of, you remember that group Blackstreet?
Blackstreet, sure.
And they were singing.
With Teddy.
Teddy Riley.
Yes,
right.
Teddy Riley.
And they were singing that song "Don't Leave."
Yeah,
that shit is banging.
It still hits hard.
It still slaps.
You
remember how Chauncey was like such a little
Hottie?
Everybody wanted to bang him.
Little
chocolate drop.
Little chocolate drop.
Little chocolate drop. So yeah. Wouldn't that scare a man? You're like, oh, you sexy. Wait, what is that sound?
Nothing sounds like auntie. Like a little tongue roll. We were Eartha Kitt.
Right.
He's our age though, so.
Right. Oh, Lord. Well, we're going to start today with a couple that was hot around that late 90s period coming into the new millennium.
Okay.
We're going to talk about a couple that was hot during that period, who the gentleman he's hot right now. P. Diddy.
Oh. Ooh. Yeah.
He deserves some nasty sounds.
Ding 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 ding.
The maturity level.
So fucking mature.
So low, man. So low.
Okay, so who is he in a couple with? Who is he? Or was he
you remember he used to date J-Lo.
Oh yeah, back in was that the 90s?
That was like, yeah, because I remember they
2000s,
brought in the millennium.
Oh yeah, she should have stuck. Well, no, maybe not.
No.
Maybe
no,
maybe not. In light of recent news,
she did some shit they say in a rap song. My bitch bring my gun for me in the club, because she carried his gun for him in the club.
Allegedly,
my ass when he shot that woman in the face.
Ooh, allegedly,
and my ass and paid Shine to do the time. Yeah, that day. And that's when they was like, you gotta leave this nigga alone. You got everything you needed to get out of him. Go on.
But you got your street cred. Now keep it moving.
Now keep it moving. And she been keeping it moving and stealing people's music. And
that was a good choice though on her part to keep it moving, I must say.
It was, but like, I don't know. It's hard to remember, but I guess it was okay to date him at that time. Was
Oh
it?
yeah. I mean,
Yeah, he
yeah,
was.
it was the thing to do. It was like, oh man, they were like a hot couple.
They were a very,
Nobody was mad
very
about it. It was
no.
like kind of they were pre Jay. I think that was pre Jay-Z and Beyonce
Oh
actually.
yeah, that was pre Jay
So
Z
they were the
Beyonce.
first royalty type, hip hop couple.
Well, the only person that probably was mad was his baby mama Kim,
Ooh,
that he allegedly
oft
offed.
allegedly.
So to give you kids some background, that's how long Kim was in the picture.
Kim Porter,
Yes. So
mother of
there was
3 of his kids, I think, 2 or the twins.
the twins and the son, King,
Mhm.
and he adopted legally her son with Albie Shore. So he raised
What's
her
his name? Sean?
um
No,
Quincy.
Quincy, okay. And who was
hmm
Christian? There's a Christian somewhere.
Christian is his other son that he had with another woman who they say was friends
Oh,
with
Misa.
Misa, who apparently was friends with Kim before he started dating
Her.
Kim.
Mhm,
Yeah, so that
mhm.
was I guess somewhat messy boots type of little situation as
And she was
well.
supposedly I heard recently that she was in high school when they met, and he was well in
Yeah.
college age or
Yeah.
whatever, but that's another
So
chapter and another book.
yes.
It's not why
So
we're here today, kids.
right, right. But yesterday the FBI did a raid on 3 of his residents in Miami, LA, and New York
Right.
in search of evidence for sex trafficking.
SA. I mean, not SA. S
Yeah.
trafficking.
Oh,
As the kids say on YouTube.
yeah, right. SA. Yeah. So,
Trigger warning.
yeah, definitely trigger warning. So I guess there were helicopters. It was a big ordeal. It was everywhere, all over social media, all over the news. They even detained 2 of his sons, King Combs and not
Christian.
Sean, Christian
Mhm.
Dior Combs, which was just heartbreaking to me.
They
That
put him in handcuffs,
Yeah.
which I understand is protocol, but let me so do we have does it do are all the facts have you, convey all the facts, y as you wanted
Well,
to?
well, they my understanding is that Sean Combs was tipped off of their arrival. And apparently this is not unusual. That sometimes that happens through their lawyer, that you are informed that they're coming and they just want to get whatever they're going to get. But he had left in his private jet, Love Air. I think he flew initially to Antigua
Mhm.
and then he went to Miami. Is that correct? Is that how you understand it?
Yes. So
Okay.
what's your final analysis of all of this?
Well, if he knew they were coming and allowed for his sons to remain there, I don't understand how that was a good idea.
There are conflicting, I guess, views or reports that he fled. In fact, he is not. He is in Miami at the moment and is not on the run, they say, but,
hmm
still not a good look. It's just, kind of jarring actually to see these young men in handcuffs for possibly, allegedly, something that their father might have been involved in, so it's just, ugh. But I do hear that it is protocol for when there's an FBI search or, of that nature. I don't know how true that is, but this is where we are, people. This is where we
That
are.
makes sense. And my understanding also, another reason why it was such a big operation is because that he had 3 different residents that they had to do concurrently. And because of the size of his real estate, it's not like a person with a normal size house. you probably could compare where he lives more to a mall or something. So imagine if you're law enforcement, you have to not only secure
Right.
that place, but you are searching for evidence. So that takes a lot of coordination, and you have your safety to take in consideration. So of course, every person has to be detained or secured, while they go through that process, because you don't know what people are going to do, or
Right.
who's
Right.
emotional,
Hmm.
or who thinks what. So it's a big operation. So yeah, it took a lot of coordination to do
Hmm.
that. It's I think that it has been a very long time coming even to get to this point. Um, really, if any percentage of the things that they've said are true, really it's amazing that he's walked free for decades, to
Hmm.
tell the truth.
It is, and I hate to say what I'm about to say, but I was consuming one of the gossip uh, blogs. I guess you call it vlogs, and Kempire, who quoted one Candace Owens, who say what you want to say about her, but she said something that what he quoted her as tweeting today was
Mhm.
has been on my mind ever since, and I just cannot get it out of my mind. And that is the FBI may have been there to hide evidence, not find evidence.
Oh my
So
goodness.
that just is I'm like, I can't that
Wow.
has me in such a twisted
Wow.
mind state right now, because I guess the idea is that one of the reasons he's been able to evade justice for so long is that he has so much on so many people, possibly,
Mhm.
that nobody wants to, be in the line of fire. Nobody wants to be, want that smoke. So ever since I heard that, I can't unhear it, and I was just like, oh
Mhm.
no, please, what if there is evidence to suggest that he's just a small piece of this ugly, nasty, shitty pie?
You know, I think that it's possible. That is disturbing as all hell, though.
Isn't it?
I don't even, that bothers me to hear it out
Mhm,
loud like that,
mhm.
because it almost has to be the case. It just is not likely, probable, or typically possible that someone could play the role that he has allegedly played, as a black man at that, in so many demonic things for
I was
decades,
thinking the same thing. Mhm,
without a support system that expanded far beyond even
mhm.
him.
Do you know how many people and entities had to be complicit and turn a blind eye and help aid and abet? It makes me sick. It really makes
Yeah.
me sick. So, in my final summation about what transpired over the past 24 hours is, I hope there is some type of justice and world order. There's a saying that
Mhm.
there's a world order, and what goes around comes around. And for the sake of so many people who've been hurt and devastated by some of these actions, I hope so. I hope this is a
I do
beginning.
too.
It's hard for me as a woman of color to believe that there could be justice sometimes, but in this case, and it's so unfortunate, just unfortunate all the way around. But
Hmm.
hey, let the FBI do what they gonna do.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. But I think that it's
FBI is not noble by any means, but
listen, again, I believe that Puff Daddy had people in the LAPD. I mean, there's this clip that of him that's been going around of late, where he's talking and he's like, I can show you how, we have fun.
and stay out of jail.
Yes, that is the craziest comment. That's not a normal comment. How we have fun, make money, and stay out of jail? That's not a normal phrase.
I
Stay
don't know.
stay out of jail?
Here's the thing. Okay, so that comment is not as problematic to me as a lot of the other things that have been alleged. That people do keep playing that on a loop.
But it's telling. I
Yeah,
mean,
but I mean, so
lots of
many.
people are like, let's have fun, but we got to stay out of jail. It's not typically the thing that follows up the let's have fun
Well,
statement.
I don't know. I think that in certain circles, especially white collar situations, I think that might be something. A la Donald Trump. I don't know. That might be a statement that people of a certain tax bracket make. So that doesn't bother me as much as some of the allegations and some of the lawsuits that have come forth. The whole have money. I mean, have fun, make money, and stay out of jail seems like something typical of somebody of that tax bracket. Something they would say. I'm sure whoever videotaped that and made it public. um, mm, I don't know. I don't know that. I mean, it doesn't look good. I mean, when you juxtapose it to everything else that he's been
Yeah.
accused of. So, but that statement by itself does not bother me as much as some of the allegations. So,
Well, yeah. So the last thing I guess I have to say about it, which really isn't necessarily connected to this recent event, but I do find it curious that if they know where he's at, and there have been no charges as of yet, even though they say that if the FBI shows up and gathers evidence, they pretty much already know what they know. It's almost a technicality by
well,
that
they
point.
did. I mean, the FBI did raid Donald Trump's spot too, didn't they?
That's I think so.
And where is he right now? Running for president. So I
Running for
don't even know.
president. Yeah, running for president. But yeah, Donald Trump exhausts me. Little mushroom penis. So
Mushroom.
but I hope
Well, we
that
digress.
yeah,
All right.
I never actually get to see that thing. But he did. I had been thinking about him and the young man that's suing him, which apparently is very pivotal in this component of what's happening right now. That apparently they're saying that he is working closely with the law enforcement, and also they're alleging that Cassie is, and that they also allege that Cassie has a lot of the documentation that Kim Porter was compiling as well,
Hmm.
and
Wow.
that she and this young man, I think his name is Rob, that
Little
they,
Rod. Hmm.
Little Rod, yeah, are pivotal in that. But I've thought long and hard about Little Rob and P. Diddy. One of the things that P. Diddy did to him and that he alleges is so odd to me, how P. Diddy tried to give Little Rod to Cuba Gooding.
Oh yeah, that
That is some
it's not funny, but it's just
it's
like gross. It's like,
oh,
are you fucking trying to
you
gag
trying
us?
to give me to Cuba Gooding Jr.?
It's just it's unfortunate. It's just so sad. I'm
But
just
but for real, who are you? Well, you were like, all right, I'm gonna give him the Cuba. Who are you? You tried to give a nigga to Cuba drunk ass Gooding Jr.
but the messed up part. I know Cuba's like, damn. How did I get some shots? Catch some
Ooh,
shots.
Cuba like, come on, I'm just a drunk.
I can't catch
He
a.
he tried to, and then there's just that picture and Cuba standing over this dude looking creepy uncle like a motherfucker. And then in the report, he's like, P. Diddy tried to give, he tried to pass this man around who wasn't even gay. Can you imagine? That's some wild shit.
Oh no, I don't want to laugh at that, but that's
That's a wild shit. This nigga know you not gay, pressing you hard as fuck. Then, if that ain't enough, he gonna try to take a heterosexual dude from church and give you to Cuba Gooding Jr. to fuck. That's wild.
I don't think Cuba's gay either. That's the only thing.
I don't even think Cuba has a sexuality. I don't even consider Cuba Gooding Jr. a human being. He's more like a fucking cartoon character or something. I don't even know what Cuba is.
Yeah, he's like a character from Mad Magazine.
Right. He's not whatever, but I don't know. But J-Lo,
you dodged the bullet, girl. You dodged the bullet. You did. You got out the right time.
Did she? She's like the older version of Taylor Swift.
Oh no.
Her call sheet is long.
No, she's far worse than Taylor Swift. Come on.
That's true. Taylor Swift.
Don't do Taylor like that. Do not do Taylor like that.
Yummy and Fearless podcast with the Sidechicks. I'd like to apologize for that statement.
Yeah, take it back. Yeah, you take that right back.
That went too far. But J-Lo, she got some miles on her.
Yeah.
But she's in love with being in love. That's more what I meant. J-Lo's a person that's in love with being in love. And
I have one word to say about that.
She's always been in love with being in love.
Can I say my one word?
Go. Sure.
Yuck.
Oh.
Yuck. Fucking yuck.
You don't like.
That's 2 words. My bad. Yuck.
You have never.
I used to like J-Lo. I used to be a huge J-Lo fan, but right now she's giving Betty White with a bra on. She's giving Betty White with, showing her midriff type situation.
Shit. Wow.
No offense to Betty White, because that's my girl. That was my girl. But
wow. Have you noticed how J-Lo, even though I think she turns 55 this year, but she refuses to evolve in her movie roles. She continues to want to play the romantic comedy. Oh my gosh, we're getting married. Role over. I'm like, bitch, she won't play nobody, mama.
Maybe people don't see her as a mom.
Who the fuck, bitch? You postmenopausal. Why are you still walking around here like, and I'm gonna get my dress and you're getting married? It's like, bitch, you've been doing this since the late 90s.
Like, I know she's having hot flashes. I know there are some hot flashes in there. I know it.
Not believable. That's why your shit ain't banging. Ain't nobody checking for you like that, because it's ridiculous. You're a middle-aged woman and you're still up here like, I bumped into him on the train and he looked at me and I looked at him and I'm like, oh my gosh. It's like, Jay, come on.
J-Lo, but I think she has potential to be America's sweetheart. I mean, she's had enough plastic surgery to do that.
Oh my God.
She, like you said, she refuses to I don't know if it's her or the people who are casting her refuse to help her evolve. And for me, it's just like a yuck for me. It's a yuck for me.
She don't want to grow up. She wants to stay this.
She has twins. Doesn't she have teenage twins?
Yes. She don't want to play an ugly bitch. She don't want to play a drunk. She don't want to play, a regular broad, because she's.
I bet she does.
She's in love with herself. No, and that's some of the accusations of late. Is that she's such an intense narcissist. But what she doesn't realize is that she is not growing. She has not evolved in any way, which is why this album that she put out now and the 2 movies in support of it, this album, which is This Is Me Now, because you remember 2 decades and some change ago, she put out This Is Me. Thank you for listening. If you like what you heard, review, subscribe, and share. It helps other listeners find us. And don't forget to follow us at Yummy Fearless on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and even Pinterest, where you'll find additional content from today's show and also our highly curated He Can Get It list. As always, you can listen to the Yummy and Fearless podcast with the Sidechicks on Apple iTunes, YouTube, Stitcher, and Spotify. And if no one else has told you today, we love you and thank you so much for listening.
You've been listening to a podcast of the Podfix Network. Discover more audible gems like this at podfixnetwork.com. Make sure to catch up-to-the-minute network shenanigans by following @Podfix on Twitter, official_Podfix on Instagram, @Podfix Network on Facebook. And make sure to subscribe to Podfix Presents wherever you choose to find podcasts. The Podfix Network, artist owned and loved.